So this is the question from exercise 6.2, question number 1. You have to prove AB is parallel to CD. Okay, this is not given. They are parallel, it is not given. Just some angles are given. One is 50 degree, another is 130 degree. So see here, in this one we can say angle Y is equal to 130 degree because they are what? Vertically opposite angle. So we can write angle Y is equal to 130 degree, and in the bracket you have to write the reason that vertically opposite angles are equal. Again, in this part C, we can write 50 degree plus x will be equal to 180 degree as they are forming linear pair of angles. So by that way we can find the value of x as 130 degree. So now mark this equation as 1, that is angle Y is equal to 130 degree, and mark the second equation and this one as second equation, angle x is equal to 130 degree. So from these two equations we can say angle x is equal to angle Y, which is equal to 130 degree. So what is angle x is equal to? Means angle x and angle y, they are interior angles as well as alternate angles. So alternate interior angles are equal. Here the alternate angles are equal. If the alternate angles are equal, then we can say by the converse of the theorem, we can say AB is parallel to CD. Already I told you in theorem 6.3 it is given that if alternate interior angles are formed, then we can say the lines are what? The lines are parallel. So here we can say that AB is parallel to CD. So I have written, but they are alternate interior angles and they are equal, hence AB is parallel to CD. So in question number 2, given AB is parallel to CD, CD is parallel to EF, and Y is to Z is equal to 3:7. So we can find the value of Y from this equation. It will be 3 by 7 into Z. Okay. So now we have to find the value of X. So see the diagram. As it is given AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF. That means all the three lines are parallel to each other. So we can say AB is also parallel to EF. So see, this is angle Z. So if this is angle Z, then we can say this is also angle Z, as they are forming what? Corresponding angles. And if the lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are equal. So we can mark here Z. Okay, this is angle Z. So now see, we can write angle Y plus Z is equal to 180 degree because they are forming what? Linear pair of angles. Because CD is a straight line, we can write CD is a straight line. Inside the bracket you can write CD is a straight line, full stop. Angle Y and angle Z are forming linear pair of angles. Okay, like that you can write. So in place of Y it is given 3 by 7 Z. So in place of Y we can write 3 by 7 into Z, and it is plus Z is equal to 180 degree. So by that way here we are forming what? This is linear equation in one variable. Already you have studied in class 8. Linear equation in one variable means the power of Z is 1, so that's why it is called linear, and it is here only one variable is there, that is Z, and we have to find it. So this is called linear equation in one variable. So here we can easily find the value of Z by simplification. So like this, by taking 7 as LCM, finally we got what? The value of Z as 126 degree. Okay. So see here, if Z is equal to 126 degree, then we can write therefore angle Z is equal to what? Angle X, because you can see AB is parallel to CD. Okay, already given AB is parallel to CD, so they are forming what? Alternate interior angle. Okay, so we can write alternate interior. Actually the name is alternate interior opposite angle. Okay, because these are opposite, so mention this one, alternate interior opposite angles are equal. Okay, so that's therefore angle X is equal to what? This is also equal to 126 degree. So next is question number 3. Given condition is AB is parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD. Okay, so this is 90 degree. This one angle is 90 degree, and this whole angle it is given 126 degree. Okay, so see here, what we have to find? Angle AGE, angle GEF and angle FG. This is we have to find. Now before proceeding to the solution, see what we can see from this diagram. AB is parallel to CD. So 126, this one is 126 degree. Therefore angle AGE is also what? 126 degree, because they are forming what? Alternate interior angles. Okay. See, the diagram is like this. So this is 126. So therefore this will be also 126, because they are alternate interior angles. That's what I have written in the first two lines. They are equal because this is the reason. Therefore angle AGE will be 126 degree. Next, see, this whole angle is 126 degree. Okay, and out of this angle, angle FED is equal to what? 90 degree. Okay, so we can break this whole angle, this angle GED, we can break it into two parts. Okay, we can write angle GEF. Okay, GEF plus angle FED is equal to what? 126 degree. What I am breaking here? I am breaking angle GED to angle GEF and angle FED. So in place of FED we can write what? We can write 90 degrees. So angle GEF will be what? 126 minus 90, that will be what? 36 degree. Okay. So next, come to the next part. So how many angles we have found? See, angle AGE already we have found, and next is GF. This is also we have found. Next is angle FGE. So what is angle FGE? See, angle FGE, that means this angle. Okay, this angle we have to find. So see, this is a straight line. Okay, this is a straight line. That means straight line is equal to what? Straight angle. That means it is forming what? 180 degree angle. So we can write angle AGB is equal to 180 degree, and in place of angle AGB we can write angle AGE plus angle EGB. Okay, or we can write angle EGF, that is also the same thing. So that is, I have written angle AGE plus angle FGE. Okay, so this angle, so this is equal to 180 degree. After that, in place of angle AGE we can write 126 degree. So by that way we can find the value of angle FGE, that will be 180 minus 126, and the answer will be 56 degree. So next question, see, given is PQ is parallel to ST. Okay, that means these two lines are parallel. Next is angle PQR is equal to 110 degree. Okay, next is angle RST is equal to 130 degree, and we have to find the value of angle QRS. This is angle QRS. Okay, so see here, we have to do a construction. So what is construction? We have to draw a line RM through R. So this is R. We are drawing a line through R, that is RM, such that it is parallel to ST. Okay, we are drawing a line such that it is parallel to ST. That means it is automatically parallel to PQ, because PQ is parallel to ST. Okay, so all the three lines are parallel to each other. Now see, this is parallel line and this is a transversal. So sum of angles on the same side of the transversal, we know the sum of these two angles will be what? 180 degree. So in bracket you have to write the reason. I have not written. You know the reason, that angles on the same side of the transversal is equal to what? It is supplementary, or you can say is equal to 180 degree. So 130 degree plus angle MRS. The name of this angle will be angle MRS. So this whole angle will be equal to 180 degree. So we can find the value of angle MRS, which is 50 degree. Okay, 180 minus 130 will be 50. Next, see, we got this one. Okay, so this is 50 degree. So next, again see, PQ is parallel to RM also. So we can say angle PQR is equal to angle QRM. Okay, this is what? PQR, and this is QRM. See here, this is PQR. So this angle is 110 degree. So that means this angle will be equal to QRM, because they are forming what? Alternate opposite angle. Okay, alternate interior opposite angle. So here in bracket you have to write these angles are equal, and this is equal to 110, because reason is what? Alternate interior angles. So But this 110 degree, this whole 110 degree is divided into two angles, okay. One is not given and the other is given. So if the sum of these two angles is 110 degree and among these two angles one is given, that is 50 degree, we can easily find the second angle by subtraction, okay. If we subtract 50 degree from 110 degree, we will easily get the unknown angle, that is angle QRS, okay. So next what we have to write, again we can write angle QRS, okay, this one, angle QRS plus angle MRS, that means this angle is equal to 110 degree, okay. Already we know that the sum of these two angles means this whole angle is 110 degree, because this was 110, this is alternate opposite angle, okay. So now here MRS is already we found in this step, angle MRS is 50 degree, okay, this one. So 50 plus this angle will be 110, therefore the value of angle QRS will be 60 degree. By using subtraction we can easily find. So, okay, so try to do the rest of the question, okay, thank you.